Hey, you guys. Hey, everyone. So it's been a minute since I've been wanting to talk about Leah and Jaylan. Ever since like Friday, really, because we know they broke up and some news has been coming out. Jumped right over to Elle's page to see if she reported on it. Yes, Jamie Kid. Yes. So every outlet is reporting this, and not only are outlets reporting it, but Jay Klein also tweeted about it. Jay Klein was asked about it, and she said, "Yep, Leah found out about this and tried to work it out with Jaylan, even going on that trip that was filmed for this upcoming season of Teen Mom: The Next Chapter, the upcoming season that they were currently filming." She said, "Are they just wrapped filming?" From my understanding, she said that Leah even knew about it then and was trying to work things out. I'm going to go over all the tweets, but really quickly, I want to run down this article of Teen Mom, the Ashley's Reality Roundup. I'm going to run down this article really quickly. We're going to talk about the whole situation with the house because you guys, it's some shady palm tree stuff going on over here when it comes to Mr. Jaylan Mobley, okay? I don't know, like, I really hoped that he would be good for her and they could be in love. It seemed like she was in love. I mean, she was making these decisions to do things that she wasn't gonna do. She was like, I'm not gonna have any more kids. That's a wrap for me. I'm done having children. And then she meets Jaylan, and she figured she would probably never get married again. And what happens? Get engaged. The whole house situation, and she decides, yeah, okay, well, I'll have a kid so you can have a biological child of your own, so you get to have that experience. And come to find out, you guys, from what's being said, he cheated, and the house was not in, or it was in his name, but the money used to put the down payment on that house was Leah's money, which is why when they broke up and he was seen moving out, everybody was like, why? Why is he moving out? He's the one that bought the house. It's in his name. So why? Well, that's why. If her money paid for the house, then I would do the same thing. I'd be like, oh no, baby. I didn't put 50K down on this house to have to move out. No, I don't think so. You better get out. Especially if my man got caught cheating. So we're going to go over this quick article. It was posted 59 minutes ago over on the Ashley Realities Roundup. It says, Leah and Jaylan's recent split may not have been as amicable as fans were originally led to believe. On Monday, The Sun reported that the reason Leah broke off her engagement with Jaylan so suddenly was because she allegedly discovered what she believed to be evidence that Jaylan was cheating on her. It says, while the Ashley cannot 100% confirm this claim, her behind-the-scenes source is telling her a very similar story. So, and the Ashley's got some sources. I mean, she's got sources in the know when it comes to Teen Mom. So she's like, while I can't confirm the story 100%, my Teen Mom source is telling me a very similar story. So it definitely seems like there was some, hokey pokey going around over here on his behalf. I wonder if her credit was bad or something. I don't think so. I mean, because she bought that, what I think is like a triple wide, and she's had that for a couple of years. I mean, but you never know. I mean, it could be because, she did go through addiction, and I feel like a lot of times young people that go through addiction do end up messing up their credit at first, So that's potentially, an issue. It says, as the Ashley previously reported, Jaylan and Leah released matching Instagram statements last week, revealing that they were suddenly breaking up, seemingly out of nowhere. They did not, however, reveal why they were splitting. Now, one thing that I noticed, though, is Leah just tagged Jaylan in the breakup post. He didn't post a breakup post. He was tagged in hers, which in turn put it on his page. Now, he may have had to accept it for it to show up on his page, but he didn't make a post. And she's deleted it. She's deleted their breakup post, you guys. Look at this. Boy, these two, I tell you what. Leah has deleted the breakup post. And maybe the reason she did delete it is because she did have Jaylan tagged in it. And the only way to get it off his page was for her to delete it in its entirety. So let me get this down where you guys can see it. All right, here we are at Leah's page. I gotta shrink me up a little bit. Put me over there. All right, here we are at Leah's page, you guys. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. There's the top of it really quickly. There's the top. It's gone. The post about there's no story there. And let's go see Mr. Jaylan Mobley. I bet it's off his page too because she had him tagged in it. Yep, it's gone. It's gone. Well, when did he post this situation? Okay, thank you at NASCAR Hall and Over the Edge, Charlotte at whatever, for the opportunity to be a part of something bigger than myself. This was my first opportunity to give back to students in the community who attend Title I schools or facing economically challenged times. Okay, Jaylan, I see you. I like this. But what's the reason? Is there some... Now, I question you now because I feel like you doing things for all the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? I hope to continue to change lives through giving back just like someone did for myself. All right, I hope so. So that was 2 days ago. 2 days ago. But any post, the breakup post is gone. All the pictures of Leah, gone. I mean, even the Christmas photos that he took with her family. You know, the Joker where she was in the photos. I bet he saved them to his phone. I bet, you know, while they took them off their social media pages, yeah, I bet you they didn't completely get rid of them. I bet you they got them in their phone. So I did notice that, though, is that Jaylan didn't actually make a post. He was just tagged in her post. So the statements was, I guess you could say, joint statements, whatever. According to The Sun, Leah made a shocking discovery about Jaylan before they split. Leah saw material suggesting that he was unfaithful, a source told the outlet, noting that the breakup has been hard on Leah. Oh, a mass unfollowing on his page. Yes. Because he gained a lot of people from her. I'm going to go and follow him because I think you're right. I think I'm going to follow Mr. Jaylan because I followed him because of Leah. And I think he liked that. He liked gaining so many people off Leah's back. So I'm unfollowing him, especially if he cheated. No. Doesn't he travel a lot for work as well? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Do you think Jaylan would try to win Leah back? Yeah, I think he potentially would. Leah confirmed. Okay, so it's been hard on her, and she's confirmed that much as of last week when she went live on Instagram, where she drunkenly admitted that she had been going through a lot. Days later, Jaylan was photographed moving out of the West Virginia home that he and Leah has shared since April. The 25-year-old is reportedly relocating to an apartment about 45 minutes away from Leah and her 3 daughters. They're going to remain living in the home. So that threw a bunch of questions like, wait. Why is Leah getting to stay in the home if it's in Jaylan's name? Then people found out that allegedly Leah was the one that put all the money into it. This was supposed to be a surprise. Like, he's like, surprise, Leah, I bought us a house. And then it's like, one, it wasn't a surprise. She knew about it. She had to take her money out of her bank, put it into this bank, or take a loan out in her name, put the deposit down, whatever the case was. Her money went to this house. She knew about it. And then her name was not put on the deed. It was only put in his name. What is going on here, right? So while Jaylan made it seem like on social media that he purchased the home for Leah as a surprise, Leah actually paid for the $515K home herself. However, In Touch Weekly discovered in April that Jaylan was the only person listed as the owner on the home's deed, something she addressed on an episode of Teen Mom: The Next Chapter. Leah did address it. She says, I was excited. I didn't think twice about whose name was on the deed. She said, if I really wanted to be on the loan, I could just say, hey, let's meet with an attorney and let's handle this out. But I feel confident in our relationship. Don't ever get that confident in your relationship, like until you're married and been together for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Cheating is a sign of immaturity. Jaylan never struck me as being mature or worthy of her attention. Yeah. So yeah, her money paid for this house. And then he was the only one that put it was in his name. Now, I did see some people say, well, he may have used a VA loan, a veteran's loan, to get the home. And that could be possible, and that would make sense. So I started doing a little research. I was asking Sean, you guys know that my husband is a veteran, so I'm trying to find out about these VA loans because I don't know about them. So Sean's like, yes, I do think even if you're not married, like you can have the loan in your name, but have them be like a co-borrower or something as well, even if you're not married. So I'm like, let me see if that's true. And Sean's like, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that can happen. So I started looking around to see if it's possible. So I started looking up VA loan options for unmarried couples. So option one, if you're both in the military, you can get a joint VA loan without being married. You can be the sole borrower, which is what he was. Or your partner can be a co-borrower with the lender's approval. So you can purchase a home with a non-military boyfriend or girlfriend, but the VA will only secure the portion of the mortgage belonging to the qualified military member or vet, typically 50%. This means that the non-military boyfriend or girlfriend would need to come up with the down payment to cover their half of the purchase, which would seemingly be fine, I would think. For Leah, if she's like, okay, I want my name to be on this house, I'll come up with whatever, needs to be. She probably I would think she has the money. I mean, either way, she put down the money for this home. Doesn't matter which way you cut it, she did. And his name was the only name on the deed, which would definitely, you've been with this guy a year. And a 515K home, more than likely. Now, if they did do a VA loan, they are not going to have to put down as big of a deposit. So I think it's normally like, what is it, 10%? What is it? Do you guys remember 20%? I don't even know. But, it's going to be a big chunk when you're buying a house that's $500,000. You know what I'm saying? So to put that much money into something that's not even in your name, and if somebody really wanted to, if you broke up, they could kick you out of it, you and your children, even though you just put 6 months worth of your paychecks into this house. So 20%. So that's wild. She said, I didn't think twice about it. Do you guys really think that she didn't think twice about it? That she really was like, yay, we bought a house. My name's not on it, but I just paid $50K for it. I just literally had to down payment $50K for this house, and my name's not even on it. And God forbid something happened. And, I know people like to think that, like, oh my gosh, like, I feel like we're like the worst. Like, us women, we're like, oh, he'll never do that to me. Like, my boyfriend's going to buy me a car, and he's going to put it in his name. And if we break up, it's fine, because he's not going to take my car from me. And then 6 months later, you see the boyfriend driving the car because he's done took it from the girlfriend. It's like, it happens. I'm sorry. Don't ever let, boyfriend, girlfriend wise, don't let them buy you something and put it in their name and not at least have it in your mind that if we break up, they're going to take it. It's just what it is. They may say they won't, and we want to believe them, but they're going to. I don't think she did. She was too comfortable. Yeah, I really think she was very confident in that relationship, and I don't know why. I don't know why. And maybe just because she loved him. But I did see red flags, like how very, all these photo shoots that they were doing. And then there was a Jaylan Mobley fan page that popped up on Instagram before he was even on Teen Mom. And sources say that Jaylan was the one that started it. That screamed like red flag, to me. So, I don't know. So they actually will have more information on the situation with the house. Stay tuned. Anyway, Jaylan has not confirmed or denied the Sun's story. When asked for a comment on it, Jaylan's rep, he's got a rep, said Jaylan has no additional comment beyond the joint statement provided last week that's been deleted. And interestingly, both Leah and Jaylan have deleted their breakup announcement from their Instagram feeds. So maybe they did get back together. I don't know. But either way, all this news is coming out now. And if they were to get back together, they're not going to be like a liked couple. People are not going to be rooting for them anymore the way they potentially was. Or the way that I was. I was rooting for them. But let me, guys, show you what little Miss J. Klein tweeted, y'all. Let me, girl, stay out of people's business. But, she said, Leah knew he was cheating when we went on the trip. That's why she was drunk texting her ex. Might even see it this season. So it was so funny because when I did the live stream, like announcing their breakup, somebody left a comment saying, what in the Robbie kid is going on? What in the Robbie kid is going on? And I was like, oh, yes. And other people has been like, Robbie Kid's behind it. Robbie Kid calls this. Robbie Kid, ain't that his name? Robbie Kid is the guy that Leah Messer cheated on Corey with, cheated on Jeremy with. So Robbie Kid was like her high school sweetheart who she dated on and off. And then she met Corey, and 2 months into dating Corey, she was pregnant with twins. So everybody's like, what in the Robbie Kid is going on? Did Robbie Kid have something to do with this? I hope they had some sort of legal agreement that if something happened and they broke up, that Leah and the girls would be able to stay in the home and maybe he'd keep his place. Well, that legally was his place, was the big home that was bought, but he did move out. So there have been photographs taken of Jaylan moving out, and he rented an apartment down the street. Well, about 15 minutes away from Leah. So yeah, Jay literally like spilling the tea right here on this relationship. Let's see, where is the comments? So someone said, at Leah Messer, why Jade and Bree so messy about other people, but when people talk about their business, it's a problem. I'm like, preach, girl. Wouldn't it say the location? Just every other one of her, I don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, so Jay did like put it on blast that, hey, Leah knew this information, and that's why she was drunk texting her ex. And you guys might see this on the upcoming episode. I don't get why I don't get what his plan would be though. Not defending him at all. I just mean because she still got the house, right, just for fame. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it was to get his name out there. I mean, his Instagram account grew like a lot. I mean, let me tell you what it is. It's 141K right now. I guarantee you it grew over 100K when he came on Teen Mom. He did not have no 141K when he started. And I mean, just look at he just looks like someone that wants to be famous. I mean, he's making, I used to do this back in MySpace when it first happened. Oh, that's okay, Cortland. That's okay. I used to do this back when this first become available, where you could like make little, put your face on the cover of a fake Vogue magazine. But and I think he has been on the cover of some related whatever. But this is not a real magazine that I know. But he does this a lot. Like, he does these weird photo shoots all the time, which more power to him, whatever. But to me, it screams that he wants to be famous, I mean, look at Leah's tweet over there. My fiance, keep winning. Hashtag can't stop, won't stop. The post that he made when he bought the house, or they bought the house, or what have you, was something. What is that? A Jaguar? Somebody said, "Who do you work for?" He's a high-ranking officer in the U.S. military in cybersecurity and is currently studying for his PhD. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere he is also interned for NASA. His resume is so good, I'd vote for him if he ran for president. I don't know. We don't like cheaters in office. You know what I'm saying? No, that's okay, Cortland. I completely understand how that could happen. It's happened to me before. I've misread titles. It is A-okay. So I just get this feeling that here we go. He did a Vogue one. I was like, I used to put myself on the cover of a fake Vogue magazine. Here we go, Jaylan too. But when he bought that house, he's like, generational wealth. What did he say? I mean, it was just like, leaving a legacy and creating generational wealth. And I'm like, okay, all right. Like, that's all good and dandy for you to say that and want that, but it just felt kind of corny to me and almost like, I don't know. Like, I really did get this really weird feeling. Like somebody said, so basically he got famous through Leah, right? Like, people did not know who this man was until Leah. And then all of a sudden he blows up. Yeah, I think it's for the fame. Like, I don't think he was trying to get a house out of it. I mean, he could get a decent enough house for himself with his job and, through the VA more than likely. Would it be a $500,000 home? Probably not. But I think it was for the fame. I mean, he was getting these free trips to Puerto Rico. I mean, they went at least like twice, 2 or 3 times. Well, they went the time that they made, like, decided to be boyfriend and girlfriend. And then when they got engaged, they were there. And then I think they went one time in between that. Got to, travel for the show. So I think it was for fame. That's what I believe. Do you believe Jade is telling the truth? This is going around. I mean, there is people that the Ashley has within Teen Mom that have told her a very similar story that Jaylan did, in fact, get caught cheating. I also heard a rumor that at like the next reunion, they're going to discuss how Jaylan may have told one of the Teen Mom boys that he was with Leah for fame. Now, I don't know why he would be so dumb to say that. To tell one of her cast members that he was with her for fame. Maybe he got drunk and maybe he told it to someone like Bar or someone that he thought he could like trust, and confide in. And maybe he was drinking and he was like, yeah, I really don't like her. I'm just with her for whatever. And they were like, oh yeah, no, my loyalty lies with my real Teen Mom people, so we're going to let her know about this. But allegedly, supposedly, that's something that happened as well, is that he let it slip that he was with her for fame. Why did he propose, though? Why not just date her for a long time to get fame? Oh, I knew he was up to something. That is a good question. More news, I mean, what happened when they got engaged? When he proposed, what happened? They were on the front page of People magazine. They sold their story themselves. They literally had like all their the photo shoot from their engagement. They sold it to People magazine, and they were on the front page of People magazine. And then what else happened? All the YouTubers that cover reality TV, they were talking about it. So once again, they were the big news, So that could be why, proposing, him thinking like, well, we've kind of calmed down a little bit. I'm not being talked about as much, so let me do something, let me do something. And then like, what happened first, the house or the engagement? Anytime like something would kind of calm down, like something else would happen. He would engage, or he would buy the house, or stepdaddy post, right? I don't remember Leah being close to Bree or Jade, being Kail's friend at all. I'm not sure if co-workers would know much about her relationship. I think he has, Sarah, yep. Because the drama between the girls was overshadowing him. I'm afraid you're right, Abby. She may not want to open up again. And she definitely, people started suspecting that she was hurt and that she either was the one that was dumped or had to break up with him because he left her no choice. And what would leave a woman no choice? If you find out they cheated, you're going to break up with them. Most women would anyways. Most women, like, that's where they draw the line. You break up with me, I'm done. You definitely made sense right there. I didn't know about the People magazine. He wanted to be in the headlines. Oh, yeah, let me show y'all. I mean, literally, People magazine. They either had People magazine there or they sold the photos, because it was literally, I remember the photo that I took the screenshot of. Oh. The photo that I took the screenshot of, the original one, was literally from People magazine. I'm not going to be able to find it now. Watch. Let me see. People, Leah and Jaylan. I know I have it on my phone, or I did. Come on, pull it up. Where is it? Here's one. Here's some of them. All right, let's see. Where are the rest? That's not working. Did you guys see it? It was sold to People. Like, literally, they sold it to People Magazine. Either People Magazine was there or they sold it to People Magazine because their photos was on the front page of People. But now I can't find it. But they were, I promise you. It's kind of weird that they did delete that statement, which kind of makes me wonder, are they, in talks to try to reconcile what's happening here? I'm looking for it. What did he tell one of the that? Yes, it is. Yeah, Mary Moon Magic. If he did tell that to one of the cast members, I'm willing to bet that it would be one of the guys. And he thought that they could, like, would be like, oh yeah, I get that, whatever. And he was probably drunk. What happened to my boys? Nothing. Big question. Will he try to be Kail's next baby daddy? I don't think he'll would do that to Leah, but I could see him trying for clout. I don't know. Oh my goodness, Abby, thank you so much. I would honestly, that's wild. I mean, is he Kail's type? I don't know. And even though Kail and Leah are not like 100% friends anymore, I don't think Kail would do that. Kail might be Kail, and she might have a lot of problems, but she ain't no Brianna. You know what I'm saying? Jada Brown, so messy, mean girls to the core. Yeah, that was not any of Jade's business to put out there. I mean, I think if, say, Sean got caught cheating on Jade and Leah made that post, girl, y'all already know Jade will be coming up out her seat, posting on Twitter. Leah, that ain't none of your business. Stay up in my business, Leah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could imagine if Leah was to put Jade's business out there. So I don't think it was appropriate for Jade to do that. Thanks. Sorry, I must have. I know. I completely get it. I literally have to do that in people's houses. Like, if I'm looking at something in people's houses and it's off, I'm like, I just got to fix it. I get it. And now he's doing all these charity promos also to overshadow his cheating. His PR team is clearly advising him 100%. Yeah, the fact that he's doing charity work right now. Do you live in the west of the? I live in Louisiana. So I live in the South, North Louisiana. I just said I live in Louisiana. I live in the South. And I said North Louisiana. So Louisiana is in the South, but I live in North Louisiana, South of the United States. On the last episode, they were all mad about Leah posting about the reunion. Exactly. Which could be one of the reasons why they did that, I mean, yeah. They're already irritated at her. So, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. Let's see. And today, Leah Messer says she's walked through hell in cryptic post after Shaki split from fiance. So this was posted by The Sun today. Does he have kids? He does not. Did you have to purchase it? Purchase what? I know, J. Marie. That was wild. That was wild. No kids for him. And she was willing to have kids for him. Like, she was done having kids at first. Hey, Lisa. But because he didn't have kids, But because he didn't have kids, she was like, okay, like I'll have kid, I'll have another kid, so you can have a kid. I have a feeling her money was used for purchase of the home. Pleasing a man is expensive these days. It was her. She put down the down payment for the home, allegedly. Is it just me? The girls don't seem super fond of him. I don't think they are anymore, but at first they were. When Leah first announced him, everybody was like, oh, he is good looking. He is nice looking. I thought, okay, yeah, he is. And they're like, oh, I love his style. But then, like, the more pictures that was posted, he's wearing, like, these really tight, like, pants and really tight shirts. And he was high watering really bad. When Jade said Leah was drunk texting her ex, who was she referring to? Probably Jeremy. I doubt it's Robbie Kidd still, but probably Jeremy, in my opinion. Do you think deep down Leah knew about him using her? Always quick to defend him. I think she was really blinded by it. I really think she was really blinded because she liked him a lot. Oh. No, I didn't purchase it. um, but yeah, so this one says, and I'm going to show you guys this post that she put on her Twitter. I think it was her Twitter. All right. She is strong, not because of how much she can lift, but for how she lifts others up when they're at their lowest. Not because she is capable of withstanding the storm, but because she'll navigate the storm and then show you how to do the same. Not because she is indestructible, but because after every fall, she will always, always rise. She is strong. Not because she chose to be, but because her world demanded her to be. She has walked through hell, faced battles most will not comprehend, and yet, despite it all, she still chooses to be kind, to be soft at the hands of the world that tried to break her. Her strength comes from within, from learning how to turn pain into power, chaos into peace, wounds into wisdom. Strong she is, who knows her worth and refuses to settle for less. Strong she is, who will not back down, who will fight for what she believes in. Strong she is, who has love wrapped around her heart, courage knitted in her bones, and fire running through her veins. The twins are growing up so fast. Oh my goodness. So that's what she posted to her social media account. When you're going through a breakup or you're really struggling at a time where you feel alone, but feel like, you know what, I've been knocked down so many times, but I keep getting back up. You always post things like this. Or I know, like, I'm one of those people. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm strong. Like, you guys may think that, like, I'm breaking right now, but I might break a little bit, but I'm going to come back. Heck, if Jeremy was my ex, I'd drunk text him too. Oh, I know. I bet that's who it was, because I don't think Jeremy's dating anyone, and they've always had this, like, kind of back and forth situation. Leah did not give her 2.9 million followers any context as to why she shared the quote, but it could be related to her recent breakup. She turned comments off on most of her recent posts, but that hasn't stopped fans from sharing their concerns on a snap from back in June. One said, Leah, I'm so sorry for the intrusion, but what happened to you and Mr. Handsome? To you and handsome Mr. Mobley, Jaylan Mobley. Another follower added, what happened? Like, you guys just got engaged and now no pics at all? Deleted them on both of yours and his account. Why? That's weird. If it was a mutual thing and you want to be friends, then why delete the pics? So yeah, Jaylan was pictured on Thursday moving out of the huge 5-bedroom pad that he bought for Leah and their $3. No, he did. You know what? I heard, y'all. This is something else too. I might make a whole video about this, like a pre-recorded video, just to talk about the scumminess. But I heard the engagement ring. This is what I heard, that it was a PR gift. That it was like that he went to a place. It was like, if you sell me this ring at a big discount or give me the ring, we will post it on our social media accounts. She has a couple million followers. I have over 100,000. We will post this ring. That's what I heard. Yeah, he is a cheater. Leah's a cheater. I mean, well, Not anymore. Old thing, old thing. But Jeremy was a cheater as well. The tight fits and high waters. I mean, that's some people's style though, but it wasn't mine. It wasn't mine. And I liked his style if it would have just been a little looser and a little bit longer, you know? Hey, Denali. That's what I heard about the ring, you guys. That's what I heard about the ring. Um, Photos show the U.S. Army cyber officer looking dejected as he shifted his belongings from the house to a U-Haul truck parked outside. According to TMZ, he is moving into a nearby apartment while Leah and the girls will be staying in the house. However, the future in the home is uncertain, as U.S. exclusively reported in May that Jaylan only put his name on the deed. The luxurious home features plenty of space for Leah and their three daughters, Addie and the twins, Allie and Aaliyah. Leah has remained tight-lipped about the reason her and Jaylan split, but as we know now, allegedly he cheated. Um, TMZ claimed that Leah personally told her friends that she was very saddened by the breakup and that she thought her relationship with Jaylan would go the distance. You know what's sad? You know what's super sad? Is that she introduced him to the kids. She introduced him to the kids. The kids really liked him. I mean, they really liked him. He got them little rings, made them promises, and then for what? To cheat on their mother? He tried to be a sharp-dressed man, but needed to shop at big and tall. Oh, girl. Yes, he did. He definitely needed to shop at big and taller because, which, like I said, that's some people's style. No hate, no hate. Just not mine. Leah is strong and has been through some stuff. She will pull through just like any other battle she will overcome. I agree. Hey, Yasmin. All love from Chicago. Oh, thank you so much. I think she will, but this is gonna knock her on her butt for a little bit. Um, I think her, letting her walls down to really let him in and kind of diving like headfirst into it. Engagement, talks of planning a wedding, really letting Jaylan fill in that stepdaddy role for the girls and encouraging that, moving in with him, saying, okay, I will have another baby. Offer him to cheat, and then, you know, if he did make the comment to one of the guys of the Teen Mom show, she's gonna know then that it was all a lie. Because if he cheated, he could at least be like, "Oh, I messed up so bad. I love you, but I messed up." But if he actually told one of the men, "I'm just with her for to get a little famous or whatever. I'm just getting a little clout off her." I mean, that's unforgivable. Because even if you're drunk, you don't say something like that if you don't mean it. Hey, Carolyn, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you've been good and not bad. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I hope you've been doing well. Hopefully Leah won't ever cheat again after being the one who cheated. You know what? I've said this so many times. I've seen this happen so many times, y'all. I've seen it happen where, say, a girl cheats on like the first two good boyfriends that she has. She cheats on them. Then she straightens up, and later on in life, she finds that love of her life, and then bam, he cheats. I've seen it so many times. I must say, Leah has gained a lot of peeps in her steps with this relationship. She has some spunk to her now. So it's not a total loss. Okay. Bad. Trouble. Trouble's your middle name. Carolyn. Trouble. This is the second time that she's been cheated on. Yeah. Yeah, Jeremy cheated on her. Well, Jeremy cheated on her too. And then allegedly. And then Jaylan cheated on her. Did Jason Jordan cheat on her? Do you think it may have been a PR stunt and she was part of it to get her name back out there? I don't think she would involve the girls like that. I don't think she would bring this man in for the girls and have him play this part for a PR stunt. I really don't. Unless the girls knew about it, you know? we need a storyline. It's just a storyline. Don't tell nobody. And I could see that potentially. So she had a decent storyline, but if the PR ring, if the ring was a PR stunt, I'm dead. I couldn't have any sympathy for Leah if she knew. I did hear that. I heard that the ring was a PR stunt. We also know that they got new teeth together, and that was Leah got him new teeth. I think Jason had a temper issue, in my opinion. Yeah, they said he was like kind of crazy. I'm going to be honest. I cheated. We realized it was a bipolar thing. Never again. I know my symptoms. Yeah, I mean, I know some people that's cheated. Leah said she waited months before Jaylan met the girls, and then look, and then look. A drunk mind speaks a sober heart. Yeah, like if he said that, if he told one of the cast members, I don't really care for Leah like that. Like I'm just with her to get my name out there. Even drunk, yeah, I would. There's no way you couldn't believe it. It makes sense that you've got a massive audience between IGs and people. Yep, exactly. 100%. I married my king. He took care of me. Me and you both, Carolyn. I mean, I kissed I kissed a few toads on the way to my king, but I finally got my Prince Charming. You know what I'm saying? Wonder what makes the guys cheat on her. I don't know. I don't want to. It's probably nothing wrong with her. It's probably something wrong with them. You know, two people that tell the truth, drunk people and children. I know that's right. Who did Jeremy treat on Leah with? Okay, so I read a while back that Jeremy, you guys know how he worked off all the time, that he was a lot of the times romantic with girls out there. Only watch now because I remember these kids from 16 and pregnant. Yeah, I know. I need my own Mr. Bass. I wish I could clone him and make like 4 or 5 of him for me. Cheating is a huge no-no. It's a do not pass, go, do not come back. I know. Maybe she just picks the wrong people. Her picker could be off, her picker could be broke, and it seems like it. Yeah, I heard that Jeremy cheated when he was gone a lot. I also heard, you guys know, the girl that he dated after Leah, and he dated her for like some time. I heard he cheated on her as well with Mandy, Chelsea Huska's producer. That I heard that he was working at near where Chelsea and Cole lived, and he actually stayed at Chelsea and Cole's house with Mandy. My husband was in Afghanistan and Kuwait. I did not have to worry about him. Yeah, Sean was in Afghanistan. He's been in Kuwait too. I heard that. Sadly, I doubt Leah will pick a good guy till she had the chance to learn to love herself first. You cannot buy love. Yes, Jeremy cheated at Chelsea's house, allegedly. Leah has a very messed up childhood. Her mom was inappropriate. Yes. Yep. Sounds like Xavier, multiple cheater. Who's Xavier? I mean, I know one who, yeah, he was. Is that who you're talking about, Nat? Are you talking about who I think you're talking about? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. At least she didn't have a baby with this one from now compared. Yeah, we need to exchange stories. Yes, yes. Her mom should be in jail. I mean, honestly, when I read her book, I was just like, I mean, literally, she was like young, and her mom had her play spin the bottle and locked her in the room to have sex with the guy. Oh, Javi. I'm like, girl, what you know about Xavier? Did I tell the mods that? Which I probably did. Thank you so much. Is what I. Thank you so much. Leah's still young and experienced with good relationships, especially coming out of a toxic home. Yeah, I really have to give her props for breaking the cycle. Like, I really do. She's really trying to do as best as she can for her children. Coming from a home I think I have her book. Hold on. Let me see if I have it. Hold on. Wasn't it her book that I had on my shelf? Wasn't it one of her books? Let me see. I have all my other stuff packed up here. Where is the books? Where's the books? Where's the books? Who wrote the note? No, I'm just kidding. Where are the books? I can't find them. Yeah, I don't know where. So you guys know how I did have books up here? I think it was Leah Messer's book and Amber Portwood's book. But yeah, Leah Messer in her book, she talks about how the first time she had sex was because she asked to invite some friends over, and her mom said yes. Some of them were guys, and um, her mom was like, "Let's play spin the bottle," and then the thing was you had to go into the room and when the bottle landed on, like, when it was her turn to spin the bottle, it landed on this guy, and her mom was like, "Go into the room," and literally like held the door. It was like, "You have to." So it was. I mean, do you think Jay read Leah's book before they dated? Those books just show how broken she is. Probably not. I don't think he. I think he may have pulled like a Matt Beyer and like kind of looked into who she was a little bit, maybe. But I don't think he read her book. But I could be wrong. She has done so well with her daughters that has physical challenges. She even let her go to a special camp, which is really cool. Do you remember the reunion show where Jeremy just popped up at Chelsea and Cole's? It was like from Unseen Clips. Yep, that's because he was there wanking Mandy, allegedly, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. I don't even know. I don't know how to say all the ABCs in the military ABCs. Adam, is it Adam? I don't remember. Delta, Echo, Foxtrot. Um, I had hers in Kail's. Did I? Do I have Kail's book? Oh. I'm reading Jeanette McCurdy's book right now. I'm Glad My Mom Died. We're doing that on the member streams. If you remember, I'll post on Discord, community tab, and Patreon. It was Leah and Amber's book. What did I do with them? I don't know where they're at now. Oh, they're down here. I bet they're down here. So in this book, I'll see if I can find it really quickly. It's very devastating. Let me find it. My kids drew in it. Sorry, Leah. They kind of destroyed your book, but it's okay. Let's see. Daddy's Girl, A True Without Roots, Yes Girl, Fight or Flight, 17 and Pregnant, 83. Let's go to 83. No, it's not going to be 83. Y'all, let me find it. I'm going to read it. It's crazy. Echo, Foxtrot, yeah. I know a couple of them, but not all of them. Gosh, she looks like her daughter so much. Where is it? can't find it, but I'm telling you, it's in here. Call of Duty. Where is it? Um, it's such a sad story. Her mom was 16 when she had her too. Am I gonna be able to find it? I'm gonna go over this one day. Does anybody remember what chapter it is? Hmm, I don't remember what, but I know it's got to be kind of early on in the book because it was like she was young, and her mom had her. I literally cannot find it, but I'm telling you guys, she had a few friends over, and her mom suggested they play spin the bottle, and when it was her turn to spin, it landed on this guy that she thought was semi cute. Her mom made him go to the bedroom, and basically told them, to do the do, and I think she was too scared. I want to say. So they didn't. But yeah, that's I could not imagine doing that to my kids. I mean, oh my goodness. Also, too, she was sexually abused. Leah was sexually molested, basically by her babysitter, a female babysitter, when she was uh, 5 or 6 years old. Her parents had split up. Her mom was working at the hospital. Grandmother couldn't watch them, so dropped them off with a family that lived in Clendenin. On her way to work, they were pretty well known in the community. Had 3 older children. The youngest daughter was kind of a bully, who later would pick on Victoria in school. Um, Never saw the oldest daughter. She was always in her bedroom. The mom was mean and used to scold us. But the middle daughter, who was about 14 or 15, used to help babysit. I thought she was cool. She was kind of a tomboy. She would have all these games for us to play. My favorite was when she would pretend to be characters from Xena, Warrior Princess, run in the backyard with toy swords. Sometimes she would chase me and try to kiss me. I would run and hide. Really wanted her to like me, but at the same time, she made me feel weird and uncomfortable. Um, Then she started laying down with me at nap time. She would put a movie on. As soon as her mother left, she would kiss her neck, touch her in no places. She said although she didn't like it and it felt wrong, she was the only one in the house that was nice to them. She was afraid that if it stopped, she wouldn't want to hang out or play games anymore. That lasted for about 6 months. She said every morning she'd beg her mom not to leave her there. She got annoyed, so she'd cry her eyes out the whole way. Um, and then it would happen all over again. Never told my mom. It never occurred to her that I wasn't just being difficult. Uh, that's terribly sad. Trying to find that story, but I am having a difficult time. Hey everyone, we've been on for almost an hour too, so I hate to let it go on too much longer, but because I have been on for an hour. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to look for it next time we do a live talking about Leah. I'll go over that story because she went through a lot, and this book really dives into that. I mean, there were so many things that she talked about in this book that I had no idea. Yes, she does still keep in contact with her mom. She's pretty close to her mom. Um, and she basically blames it on her mom, trying to be friends with her and being a young mom herself who didn't know um, how to be a parent, essentially, and was more concerned with getting along and being friends with her rather than being a parent. Um, Several stories about her father and trying to have a relationship with her father, her mother, and her first time having sex, smoking pot. Oh, what happened with reading the books online? I do it in the member streams, which you are a member. Abby from KC, are you in the Discord? You have to get in the Discord because I post on the Discord and I post on my community tab before I go live. Like I've been trying to do like one or two live streams a week. Um, to do right now we're reading Jeanette McCurdy's book. I think this is it. Yeah, Lee was working the night shift. My mom said we can invite some friends over. We called Mike. He came over with his younger brother, who was the same age as Victoria. We were sitting around the living room talking and hanging out when my mom came into the room with an empty wine bottle and said we should play spin the bottle. At first, it was funny. We were just laughing, not really taking the game seriously. Mike spun, and I was relieved when the bottle didn't land on me. When I spun, it landed on his brother. So I gave him a peck on the cheek, and we all laughed. Then Mike's turns. It empty space. It landed on an empty space next to her, which was awkward. He went to spin again, but before he could, her mom leaned over and pushed the bottle to where it was pointing right at Leah. Leah said she shook her head and said no way, but her mom started wrestling with me and telling me I had to do it. I was laughing because I thought she was teasing me, but she started pushing us both towards the bedroom that I shared with Victoria. The next thing I knew, I was in the room with Mike. My mom was holding the door shut, so we couldn't get out. I remember feeling cornered like a trapped animal. I remember the sound of my pounding heart echoing so loudly in my head that it was difficult to think straight. Instead of choosing fight or flight, my impulse in the moment was to freeze. I didn't want to kiss Mike, much less have sex with him, but that's definitely what happened. He didn't force himself on me. I think he was actually as nervous and uncomfortable as I was. At one point, he even asked me, "Are you sure, Leah? Because this is weird." I wasn't sure, and it definitely was weird, but still hadn't learned to say no. So I just shrugged and said, "I guess." It's easier just to let it happen than to think about why my mom had pushed me into that room in the first place. We were in there for maybe 10 minutes, and it was the grossest sex I ever had. He was all sweaty, grunting like the hog. Grunting like that hog we had driven to the school in the back of the pickup for senior day. When it was over, I felt ashamed. There was no way I could take back what I had done. Coming out of the room was the most humiliating walk of shame. I remember mom laughing as we walked out. Then I think she just lost interest because she went to bed shortly after. So that's awful. Yeah, terrible. Um, I couldn't even imagine my mom doing something like that. Like, oh my goodness, like I don't know what mom wants to see their daughter have sex or wants to push their daughter. She was not even, she was like 16 years old at this point, 15, 16 years old. Um, was the mom high? Potentially. I don't know. She must have been on something, to do that. Yeah, her mom does not deny this. So it's a very sad childhood that she had. It was super sad. Um, so for her to grow up and be successful and have children that are happy and don't deal with like mental health issues and hopefully have never been the victims of being sexually abused or they don't come from a home where they feel like their mother has put them in harm's way or um, objectified them. I think she's doing okay. She's doing all right. I think she's done. Hey, Candy. I think she's done good. But trying to find love herself, I feel like she's already had to go through a lot of therapy to even figure out the type of man she needs to look for. Um, but yeah, the situation with Jaylan, I definitely feel like it's going to be hard for her. She's taking it hard. She said that if he did in fact cheat, which that's what the rumor is, if he did in fact make the comment that he was only with her for publicity, that's definitely going to weigh on her very heavily because she was really in love with this guy. She was willing to marry him and have a baby with him. But Jay didn't want to say the drug her baby daddy was addicted to, which everyone knew. Yes, Kiki, that's true. It wasn't in Discord. I didn't get the notification. I think I did post it in Discord, Sherry. Let me double check. You may not have got the notification. I might not have. When I got home, no, it's not in Discord. Ah, shoot. When I got home, I was rushing and had a lot of things. I'm so sorry. I thought I posted it in Discord. Not who wrote the note. LOL. That's my boyfriend's all-time favorite shirt. I know, right? Who wrote the note? Yeah. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really wanted to discuss the situation between, you should see what Leah tweeted. Let me go look at what Leah tweeted. Oh, what? Y'all. Why y'all tripping on what the reason for the breakup is? We're solid, refocusing and transition into better days ahead of us. They're back together. Shut your mouth. It seems like they're back together. And that irritates me that she's like, why y'all tripping? First off, if he did cheat on you, Leah, we're tripping because we feel like you don't deserve that. If he cheated on you, if he cheated on you, that's BS, and you don't deserve that. That's why we're tripping. Um, and your life is in the public eye. I mean, you literally made a public announcement that you guys broke up 2 months after getting engaged. Of course, people wants to know why. So news breaks that he cheated. You guys take the breakup statements off your Instagrams. And I don't know, to me, better days ahead of us is that as like a couple. Quote, retweet. Who retweeted it? Who retweeted it? It's not showing. But somebody said, but y'all be selling these stories. No one was tripping. Okay. You make a living off people tripping over your life, though. Yep. But she still has a private life. She's not obligated to say what's going on. She's not obligated, but people can talk about it. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think that means they're together. What do you guys take that as? Why y'all tripping on what the reason for the breakup is? We're solid. She says we're solid, which makes me feel like, is she saying they're solid together? Refocusing on and transitioning into better days ahead of us. Together. And then she goes, oh, with a heart. Now, they took down their statements. They took down their statements of their breakup statements, which already had people thinking like, wait, did they get back together? Why did they take these statements down? Yeah, not so much tripping as much as sad for the children involved. Like the thing is you live a public life. So yeah, I mean, people are gonna wonder, you know? It's all good and well when we cover your story when you're getting engaged. It's all good and well when we cover, the good things, but let's not cover the bad things. You know, she should know she did it to Corey right before she got married. I had a birthday last Wednesday myself. Happy birthday. Yes, happy belated birthday to my moderator, Nat B. What do you guys think? Did you guys take that as them getting back together? I'm unsure. I'm unsure. She did cheat on Corey. Yep. Let's see if Jaylan's made any tweets. No. Let me go check his Instagram real quick before I get off here. Let's see if she posted anything on the Insta. No. No. I don't know. What do you guys think? I know practicing time very often. I don't. I ain't moving, so if I move my crap out, I ain't going back. I know that's right. It's Alpha, not Adam. Did I say Adam? Alpha. Beta? Donald. No, I don't know. Who did he cheat on her with? Oh my God, I'm like, we don't know, Kelly. We don't know yet. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to keep up with this story. I'm going to be keeping up with it. So you guys make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're going to continue this conversation. I'm going to be keeping my eyeballs on Leah. I like Leah. I'm a fan of Leah. I want to see her happy. I was happy when, you know, I thought that this was a good match. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. Thank you. Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, H. I don't know the next one. She was just on a live, drunk AF. Solid, I think not. I know, May, right? Like, it's the thing is Leah preaches this, you know, it's okay to not be okay. Girl, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not be okay. And just because people are wondering and their stories coming out, you can still say you're not okay. That's okay. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this one out because I've been on for an hour and 13 minutes. I had so much fun with y'all. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel because YouTube has been unsubscribing people. Not only has YouTube been unsubscribing people, but you want to know what else YouTube's been doing to me? They've been unliking videos. So one of my moderators, Destiny, she was going back to watch some of my videos and she noticed that they were not liked. And she's like, I like all your videos. So YouTube is unliking the videos. And I'm like, don't doubt it. YouTube hates me. YouTube is trying to push me to get a second job. Stop it, YouTube. Stop it. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Just double check that. Make sure you are giving the videos a thumbs up. If you're watching on replay, leave me a comment in the comment section. That helps. Even if it's a thumbs up in the comment section, it helps, you know, boost the algorithm. So YouTube is like, okay, this girl's getting some traction on this video. People are liking it, and then it will promote it a little bit more. We are solid to me means they have a foundation like a relationship. I took it as like they were back together, but we're gonna keep our eye on this, okay? More publicity, maybe so. Maybe everything else in the news was dying down, so they had to pull this big old stunt that they broke up. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But I'm gonna keep up with you guys. I'll be live again tomorrow. I have another video that I actually recorded yesterday, and I don't even remember what it was about. I recorded it Friday evening, actually. And I did not get a chance to edit it over the weekend. But I'm going to work on editing that one tonight, whatever it's about. Also did a video today. I released a pre-recorded video today about Lindsay Chrisley and her dad, Todd Chrisley, reconciling. That's a really good video where they discuss a lot about their estrangement. I did a video earlier today where we talked about all the updates going on in the Quentin Simon case. And right when I was like kind of getting ready to go off, rumors started floating that Quentin had been found and that Leilani had been arrested. So like the last 30 minutes of that video was us trying to find out if that was, you know, confirmed news. So that video ran a little bit longer than I wanted it to. But that's because we were trying to confirm that. Also, we did the Sister Wives recap. So if you watch Sister Wives and you didn't get a chance to watch it, or you just want to hear our recap and the conversation that we were talking about, go watch that video. What if the moving out photos were them just making more room for new furniture? You know, that would be wild. Well, Leah now has drama since MTV wanted the girls to set it up like Brianna had the most airtime carrying the show. So yeah, make sure you join me back here tomorrow because we have some Duggar news tomorrow. Let me see what all we're going to talk about. Tomorrow, there's a prison source that tells all of what happens when Anna Duggar comes to visit Josh Duggar. Also, plans that Anna Duggar is planning to relocate to Texas to be closer to Josh. She is also sending Josh relationship books. We're gonna cover that tomorrow, and I have a few other topics in mind. So just make sure your notification bell is set to all. Make sure you are subscribed. Also, follow me over my TikTok, my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter. Have all those other platforms where I do post on there before I go live. So go check me out over there as well. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.